The year is 33 AD. The bustling streets of Jerusalem are alive with the sounds of merchants haggling, children playing, and the distant clatter of Roman soldiers' armor. The Roman Empire's iron grip tightens around Judea, a province that has become a hotbed of unrest and discontent. The presence of Roman soldiers is a constant reminder of the empire's dominance. This land, rich in history and tradition, is simmering with religious and political tension. The air is thick with anticipation and unease as the people of Judea navigate their daily lives under the watchful eyes of their occupiers. The Jewish people, yearning for a Messiah, find themselves caught between the might of Rome and the authority of their religious leaders. Their hopes and dreams are intertwined with prophecies of a Saviour who will deliver them from oppression. At the heart of this tumultuous world, two figures stand out: Caiaphas and Annas, the high priests who hold sway over the temple, and the Sanhedrin, the Jewish council. These men are the gatekeepers of religious authority, wielding significant influence over the people. Little do they know, their destinies are about to collide with a man named Jesus, a carpenter from Nazareth who claims to be the Son of God. His humble beginnings belie the profound impact he is destined to have on the world. His teachings, infused with radical love and compassion, captivate the hearts of the common people. He speaks of a kingdom not of this world, where the meek shall inherit the earth and the last shall be first. But they also sow seeds of fear and resentment among the ruling elite. The message of equality and justice threatens the established order, challenging the very foundations of their power. The stage is set for a confrontation that will shake the very foundations of their world. The tension between the old guard and this new revolutionary voice is palpable, setting the scene for an inevitable clash. Caiaphas and Annas, threatened by Jesus' growing influence, see him as a dangerous threat to their power. They fear that his popularity among the masses could lead to an uprising, jeopardizing their positions and the fragile peace with Rome. They believe his teachings will incite rebellion against Roman rule and undermine their own authority. The fear of losing control drives them to consider drastic measures to silence this perceived threat. Their fear, fueled by a desperate need to maintain control, will set in motion a chain of events that will culminate in a momentous act of betrayal and ultimately the crucifixion of Jesus. This betrayal will be orchestrated by one of Jesus' own disciples, adding a layer of personal tragedy to the unfolding drama. The story of Caiaphas and Annas is a chilling reminder that power, when wielded without conscience, can corrupt even the most righteous of hearts. Their actions, driven by fear and ambition, serve as a stark warning of the dangers of unchecked authority. It is a story of ambition, fear, and the desperate lengths to which men will go to preserve their positions of privilege. The high priest's determination to maintain their status leads them down a path of moral compromise and ethical decay. But above all, it is a story about the enduring power of truth and the ultimate triumph of good over evil. Despite the darkness that surrounds them, the light of Jesus' message continues to shine, offering hope and redemption to all who seek it. His legacy, born out of sacrifice and love, will endure through the ages, inspiring countless generations to come. To understand the motivations of Caiaphas and Annas, we must first delve into the labyrinthine world of the Sanhedrin, the central governing body of the Jewish people during the Second Temple period. This 71-member council, a blend of religious scholars, elders, and members of the priestly aristocracy, served as the supreme court and legislative body for the Jewish people. It was a complex institution, balancing religious, legal, and political responsibilities. Within its hallowed halls, matters of religious law, disputes between individuals, and even cases of capital punishment were debated and decided. The Sanhedrin's decisions could affect the lives of every Jewish person, making it a powerful and influential body. The high priest, considered the most powerful figure in Jewish society, presided over the Sanhedrin. This role was not just a religious one, it was deeply intertwined with the political landscape of the time. He was responsible for temple worship, interpreting religious law, and acting as the primary liaison with Roman authorities. The high priest had to navigate the delicate balance between maintaining Jewish traditions and appeasing the Roman occupiers. This position, often fraught with political maneuvering and intrigue, was held by Caiaphas during Jesus' time. Caiaphas was known for his shrewdness and ability to maintain his position in a volatile political environment. However, the influence of Annas, Caiaphas' father-in-law and predecessor as high priest, loomed large over the Sanhedrin. Annas had been high priest for nearly a decade before being deposed by the Roman governor. Annas, a shrewd and ambitious man, had been deposed by the Roman governor but continued to wield considerable power and influence behind the scenes. His ability to maintain control even after being removed from office speaks to his political acumen and the loyalty he commanded. He had strategically placed his 5 sons, and now his son-in-law, in the position of high priest, ensuring his family's grip on Jewish religious life. This dynastic control allowed Annas to continue influencing decisions and maintaining his family's legacy. The Sanhedrin, ostensibly a beacon of justice and religious guidance, had become a breeding ground for corruption and power struggles. The council's original purpose was often overshadowed by the personal ambitions of its members. Caiaphas and Annas, driven by ambition and a thirst for power, were willing to exploit their positions to eliminate any perceived threats to their authority, even if it meant silencing a man who claimed to be the Son of God. Their actions were not just about maintaining religious order, but also about preserving their own power and influence in a time of great uncertainty and change.